All right. So DTD2 system, take two. I recorded this earlier, and for whatever reason, it didn't work. So we're going to try it again. So Keller Williams Bold has a system of breaking up your database on who you should reach out to. Right. One of the biggest questions I get all the time is I've run out of people to talk to. Who do I call? Well, you probably haven't run out of people to call. Okay. So the DTD2 system is do the database two. It takes the alphabet, divides it up, gives you two letters per week. The letters are for the last name of your contact, and you reach out to those people that week. Right. So what I did is I sat down, did a mastermind with my friend Shannon Menard, and we added to the Keller Williams DTD2 system. Right. I added the sheet on our closed Facebook already. I am going to go ahead and share my screen. This is what we're talking about. Go ahead and maximize that up. So if we just look at the first week of the year, here's quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four. So first week, A and W, right? These are the letters of people that we're supposed to call. Anybody with a last name that starts with A and anybody with a last name that starts with W. What we added in were these other ones. So Keller Williams started to add in texting. So I'm going to go to anybody in my database with the last name that starts with the letter N, and I'm going to send them a text message. Doesn't have to be real estate related. Okay. You don't have to ask for business every time you talk to somebody. You do have to ask for the business, but not every single conversation. You have to stay in what's called their mind share. If you're not number one or number two in their thought process when they think of a real estate agent, you do not exist. Okay. So I'm calling A's and W's. I'm texting anybody with the last name that starts with the letter N. I'm then going to Facebook and I'm sending Facebook messages to anybody who has the last name with the letter R. Again, just checking in on people. How are you? How's the family? What's going on? I saw you just were in Tennessee on a vacation. How was that? Get into a two-way conversation. Real estate is about building relationships. Okay. Grant Cardone, for those of you who know who he is, talks about the difference between a contact and a contract is the letter R, and R stands for relationship, right? You have to be in relationships with people. Then Shannon and I added follow up note cards, right? We want to follow up with people to make sure that we're staying in contact and being thankful that we were able to speak to them. So sending them a handwritten note is best, right? But getting on their social media wall and making comments is okay, not best practice, but following up with people. And then we wanted to add smart plans. So Keller Williams command, we want to make sure that people are following a plan to follow up with people. So smart plans are a great way. Text messages, emails, sending out newsletters, etc. So we wanted to make sure that we had two letters for here. Okay. Second week, different letters, right? So you call B and E, you text S, etc. Right. Here's the beauty of this system. If you look at A and W, week one, we go down 1, 2, 3 weeks, and now they're making sure that they're being put on a smart plan. Another touch. I go down 1, 2, 3 weeks. I'm texting A's. I'm Facebook messaging W's. Another touch. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. Now they're getting some sort of follow up, right? They're getting a note card. 1, 2, 3 weeks. We're into the next quarter. I'm calling again. So I'm making sure that they're at least getting a quarterly phone call, and then these other things, they're getting my name, my face in front of them again to make sure that we are doing a high level job of staying in contact with our people. Okay. The limiting belief that's going to jump out of a lot of you is, well, I don't want to bother my friends and family. Good. Me neither. I don't want you to bother them either. I want you to bring value. I want you to bring value in everything that you do with these people, right? So don't just call them, right? And I was talking to Cody, he's sitting here with me about pitch slapping somebody. Don't do that. Don't just vomit all over them about sales. You don't want to be that person. Bring value. How can you bring a value to them? Well, a lot of times that's just being a friend. A lot of time that's just being a family member. A lot of that time is just offering to listen to whatever they're talking about. Hey, I saw XYZ happened. Like, how are you doing? Okay. Stay in front of your people, be in their mind share, be a good human, build that relationship, and then you're never going to feel like you're selling to them. All you're doing is staying in touch. So when they need you for real estate related things, they remember that you're in real estate. They remember that they want to do business with you because you've been following up. You're the person that stayed in front of them. You're the person who reached out to check on them. You're the person who reached out and wished them happy birthday, etc. Okay? If you have any questions on this, please let me know. A couple of things on the bottom. If you do have small groups like I's and Q's, Y's and Z's, obviously you probably don't have a whole lot of people with a last name that starts with Y and Z. So this is a good time to maybe break up some of your bigger groups. For example, A and W may be a big group for you. Well, split that into A and W1 and A and W2. Now you can move A and W2 down into week 12 with your I's and Q's, right? If N and R happens to be a huge group for you, break it up, move it around a little bit. This is fluid. Just make sure there's some intentionality in what you're doing. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Would love to help. Talk to you guys soon.